Hello guys, welcome to Photographics Academy. All right, so today we are going to be starting from the scratch. I've actually not done this image out. We are doing everything live here from the scratch. I don't even know where I'm taking it to, how it's going to go, but I know that I'm going to properly blend it into this background right here, and that is what we're going to be learning in this video, how you can start from scratch, from retouching to blending of backgrounds of your male portraits to your color grading, all of that. We are going to be doing it in this particular video. So trust me, it's going to be amazing. And this background, of course, you are getting it for free. Trust me, it's going to be really amazing. So that will see your time. Let's get started immediately, because I guess we'll have a lot to do. So the first thing I think I need to do is to load up my Retouch Academy app. Yeah, place it over here. Then zoom in on my image, see if I need some details. Okay, so I think I need to add some bit of sharpness to the image. I'm going to just go to sharpen image, and yeah, just add some details to it and reduce the opacity just to make the image pop out a bit more while we get started. So the first thing we are going to be doing is our frequency separation. So I'm going to go to my 8-bit and load it up. Place it somewhere around 4. Let's see how 4 treats the image. Yeah, 4 is cool. Press OK. Then go to my low frequency, pick up my mixer brush tool, and quickly start painting over the image. So just keep your settings the same way mine is. You're going to get an amazing result. So let's start quickly retouching. Make sure your sample all layers is unchecked and quickly start painting. So to hasten up things, you can as well hide your high frequency so you can see your colors only, and now start blending them in. So I'm going to quickly blend it in. So this is not going to be a professional frequency separation tutorial stuff, so I'm just going to do everything quickly live on this video. So move straight to the next thing that we'll have to do. Yeah, just like that. Okay, beautiful. Right way, it's already blending in the whole skin tone for me. It's supposed to come over to this place, do the same thing over here. Yeah, okay, so let me quickly do the before and after for the face area. Let's see how much we've done. See if we've covered quite some areas and like that. So this is our before and after. Yeah, subtle changes here and there. For after. Okay, so just go over to the hand, to the arm, try the same thing. So we come over to the arm area with the same thing, pick up my mixer brush tool and start painting. Yeah, just like that. So all you need to do is just make sure you are protecting the highlights and the shadows properly. Then every other thing is your image sheet, and just get a need for your image. All right, so let's quickly check the arm as well. So before and after, beautiful. So if there are a few blemishes you would want to take care of in his face, you can go to your high frequency, pick up your close stamp tool, and just quickly take care of stuffs like that. Yeah, just like that. Hit me over the nose here. So come to the arm, you want to take care of the grains and all of that, and just do that quickly. All right, so quickly we are done with that. I promise you wouldn't waste a lot of time doing that. So we've just done the basic retouching we need to do. Then let's quickly get over to the background series. All right, so I'm going to make a selection of the subject. Quickly make a selection of the subject, then select inverse. So let's select inverse. All right, press Ctrl+Shift+I to make an inverse selection of your subject so it can move over to the background, and zoom in on the legs to make sure you have a good selection there. You need a little adjustment here, so just make that Nice one. Check over here as well. To adjustments. Then go through the image from hand, from leg to toe. All right, so from head to toe, rather, we'll have a good selection. Duplicate your background. Press layer, beer cut, hold your control to reload the selection, then blur your background out as much as you can. Yeah, like that. Press OK. Okay, so one more thing I would want to do is to introduce a gray background to convert this our background rather, into a proper gray background, which I'm not so sure if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll remove it, but let's just try it and keep it there. Maybe it's going to help improve our image. So I'm going to change this to color. Change this to color. So we'll have our image separated from the background, which is the first thing we need to do. Now, the second thing is to introduce the backdrop we are using, which is exactly this one here. So I'm going to unlock this layer, bring this over to this place it here, and make sure your auto select is selected. Find the place where your anchor point should be. So for this particular image, I think his head, if he's standing in this particular scene, in reality, his head should be here. So I'm going to place his head over there and make sure my anchor point is also placed there, right there at the neck. Then I'll scale it out like this. Beautiful. I think it's too much, so just scale it out and in. Nice. Okay, so this is good. All right, press enter. Quickly change the blend mode to overlay. Very simple. Change the blend mode to overlay. Yeah, right there. So we have our image almost blending into the background. So restoring the shadows and all of that is going to give us a nice blending. But there are a few other adjustments we might need to make him stand out even more in this background, and that is to create some kind of luminosity depth between him and the background. So to do that, I'm going to use my rectangular marking to make a selection, change, feather it by 44 or something, then create a color lookup table, change the blend mode to multiply. Nice. So we can decide to leave it like this and just reduce the opacity, something like that. So we're already getting that luminosity difference from our background. So let's try and see if there are other color lookup colors right there that is going to even give us a better result from what we have already. So we're just going through them and check the options we have to work with. So I think I love what this is doing. I love what this is doing. I love the saturation in it and all of that. I think our opacity was quite reduced too low. Yeah. So I can actually see the effect of what we're doing. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I think I like this. I'm going to reduce it even furthermore. Which I've done, and this is what we have. But I think I need just the highlights in this particular spot to come up. So I'm going to pick up my brush, reduce the flow, then pick up my black brush and just restore the highlights inside here. So go the same thing over here. Just give it that lightening. Reality. Yeah, beautiful. I think I like it. So the next thing we're going to do is to create a general color grading for my skin tone. So to do that, don't bother about the hair. We get those things back. To do that, I'm going to create a solid color adjustment layer that is going to make his skin tint down towards the brown tones. Yeah, something like that. And press OK. Then duplicate this. Go to your color range after creating your mask. Go to your color range and make a selection of his skin. To do that, just pick any part of the skin, then go to your plus icon over here and now add other parts of the skin to the selection. That was how I did the one you saw on my screen the moment we entered. All right, so check out arm area over here. So we need to make sure those areas are in selection. So every other place that has black means it is not selected. The places that doesn't have black means they are selected, and that's why I'm looking at my image to make sure we'll have a very quick selection, which you are good to go. Press OK. Then replace the color fill mask with this new mask we created. You can now delete this duplicate and you will have the color almost on the skin tone. So you can decide to change the blend mode to color to match the skin tones first, or go straight to your soft light and reduce the opacity, just like that. So if you feel you are still having too much red in the image, you can now go and start making adjustment to your color look, to your solid color inside solid color lookup table, inside solid color adjustment layer rather. So just go in there and make your adjustments. If you want it brighter, if you want it darker, you know, all those little adjustments you might want to make on your image, you can just go in there and make it, and it will be updating directly on the image because you've made the selection already. So you can zoom in to make sure there is no part that was left out. That is what I'm doing right. Feeling for the areas that they are left out by the color range. Okay, so how this going? This. Beautiful. All right, so let's check the arm. I think we'll have a good result to work with over there. All right, so for the beard, we'll try to take away these stuffs that are hanging over here. It's not making so much sense in the image, so try to take care of it. And to do that, we'll look for the exact layer that is responsible, which is our object layer. Create a mask for it, take up your brush and try to fix the edge, just like that. So what I normally do is that I try fading it into the background itself to make it look like he or she is properly standing there, which is what we just did now, and it worked. It worked. So having done this, the next thing I want us to do is the global color grading. I still have a feeling that my image is still hiding in this background. So I'm going to darken the overall general background. Yeah, that's darken it down. But I wouldn't want the saturation to increase. So I'll use my hue and saturation, take down the lightening. Beautiful. Nice. So have our image properly coming out from this background, except unlike when we had it like this. Now, the next thing I want us to do is to restore the shadow. So to restore that, create a mask for your blurred out shadow background. Pick up your brush. Yeah, then go close and see the places you need to restore the shadows in. So can increase the opacity to 100 so you can see it well. Yeah, like this. So just do before and after of the original image, and you'll be able to know where your original shadows were, and you will restore them back. And we are good to go. So this is it without. All right, so beautiful. So we'll just add this off. All right, so the next thing we're doing, like I said, global color grading. And to do that, we'll quickly go to our selective color. Let's start from there. Check what the reds are giving. I think I don't like what the reds are giving. I'm going towards reduced red. Yeah, nice. Then check what this is offering us. Just place it somewhere around here as well, just to get that brown tones. Check what we have here. Something quite interesting that looks slightly warm. Yeah, like that. Add a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Nice. A little bit of this as well. Check our blacks. Okay, so have our blacks here. Amazing, amazing. So one more thing we might want to do is check our hue and saturation, target the reds, and probably reduce it down a little, decrease the lightness, or if you reduce it, which one works better. I think I like it in this particular place. Yeah, nice. Okay, so the last color grading I will do is using my gradient map. I'll just go to my gradient map, find a filter that looks so amazing for the image, my photographic toning right here, and for something that looks brownish and warm as well. This one is good. Let's see what that gives us in soft light while we reduce the opacity. Beautiful. So have it before, after. Nice one. All right, so if you feel you want to as well change the gradient map, you can as well insert. You can take that from here. Just check other options we have that might look even better than the one we used already. All right, I think I'll love this. I love this. I love that. Okay, so I know the one I said I love. Was it this or this? I think it was this one. Okay, so press OK, decrease the opacity slightly so we can see the effect of what we're doing. Same thing with this. So the next thing I want you to do is to increase brightness on the object's face, so we can be able to see him even though the background is slightly dark. So Control I, pick up your brush and go paint over his face like this. Nice. Just to make sure we can still see him even though the background looks slightly dark. So I'll reduce the opacity of that adjustment, yeah, slightly. Okay, so beautiful piece of work. We're almost done. So I noticed one more thing: the highlight on his dress is not matching the entire highlight in the room, because his shirt can be that whitish and bright while every other area is dark. So to battle that, I'm going to just make a selection of that dress, yeah, without any of his skin tone attached to it. Then go to my camera raw and try to see if there's anything I can do with the highlight. All right, so we're in camera raw, reduce the highlights first. Yeah, let's see what that gives. Okay, so reduce the highlight, reduce the whites, probably increase the shadows slightly. Yeah, something like that. Reduce the contrast and all of that. So having done that, I'll also drop down the exposure just slightly. Okay, press OK to see the effect of what we just did. Ctrl D, let's see. All right, so I think that was too much, so I'm going to go back, Ctrl J, so I can do that on this particular layer and be able to reduce the opacity and all of that. All right, so having done that, reduce the general opacity. Yes, beautiful. Before, after, we are able to bring down the color. So of course, if you want to do other stuff around this whole image, you can as well pick up your gradient. Create a very warm side lights coming from here, or even rather, let's see if we can manipulate it into this area. Remember, I wanted to generate highlights inside there, so just create a very warm light and place it right inside that place, just like that. Reduce the scale just to contain it within that area. Nice. Change the blend mode till it suits the effects we are trying to create. I love what this is doing, so I'm going to pick up my brush and make it even smaller, or maybe reduce the opacity. Let's see before it gets distracting. Nice one. All right, so I'm going to duplicate this, Ctrl J, pick up my brush, my move tool, and keep it over here again. Yeah, like that. Press OK. So we can decide to now try to see if it's scaled up, if it's really distracting or not, which I think it will. But I like the way the lightning is behind him. Ctrl G. All right, so we'll reduce the opacity in general. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. So the next thing we are going to do is probably create a vignette effect for the image, and to do that, I'll go straight to my levels. Use my my elliptical market tool, and just make a circular shape around him, just like that. Use my levels to darken some areas there. All right, that selection wasn't working. All right, so let's see. So I'll darken this area, then use with my elliptical market tool selected, I'll press backspace, so it's going to delete it from within the image. So to make even this edge a bit more smoother, go to your adjustment layer icon and go back to your mask. This is going to come up, so try to feather it like that. It's a bone. Then reduce the opacity so it doesn't get too much before after. Yeah, reduce the opacity. So we'll have a very amazing image, but I think the overall image is dark, so I'm going to try to restore some brightness into the image just like that. Thank you so much, and this is how we're able to create it. So let me show you where we started. This is where we started. The first time we came into Photoshop, this was where we started. Then we did our few skin retouching that we could do this up in the video. Then we smoothened the background, introduced a gray backdrop to neutralize the warmness in the backdrop, then introduce the new backdrop. So while we are doing all of this, make note that my object layer was properly selected. So we initiated this particular backdrop and now started making few adjustments just to make the whole thing blend in perfectly. So if you look at the image, you're going to notice a whole lot that we did just to make it work perfectly and look so amazing. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring on the notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Until then, see you.